the Height Differential. That's the 6'6" Neil. I'm the 4'10" Nick. We're back 2 days after the Cards take care of the Cats at the KFC Yum Center. We'll talk plenty about that. But before we get to talking, make sure you're smashing that subscribe button on YouTube, Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music. And Neil's over there in the living room today because he got kicked out of the basement because I guess we're setting up Christmas decorations downstairs.
Yeah, the kids are downstairs helping the wife put up the Christmas tree today. I mean, we talk about more about this topic later, but wife likes to get them up early, so they're down there doing that. Got a couple deer here in the background if you want to see them, but yeah, it's Christmas at the Roar House already on the 13th of November.
Are you glad that this gets you out of it for a little bit?
No, I still don't like Christmas decorations this early.
No, I'm sorry.
It could have got me out of it. It could have got me out of it about 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. We'll get into that later on the show, but we've got to start off with the Cards taking care of the Cats on Tuesday night at a packed KFC Yum Center, 96-88. Just kind of your first kind of initial thoughts on the game.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of going into the game, you didn't really know what to expect. You know, we talked about it last week, how early this game is being played in the season. You know, it's game 3 for both teams. I mean, you count the exhibition games, I guess it's game 5. But, you know, in the exhibition games, they look good one game. Both teams look good one game. And the other game, they struggled. And so, you know, in their first 2 other matchups in the regular season, they're playing, you know, lesser competition. So you really can't tell much about either one of them. So going into this first true real test, 22,000 strong at the Yum Center. The place was rocking. Sold out crowd. First time, I think, in like 8 years. But, you know, Cards came out. They jumped on the Cats early. They threw the first punch in the first half. They built that 18-point lead. And then all of a sudden, you know, Kentucky punches back, and it's a 7-point game at halftime. And we're like, all right, we're in for a great second half. And once again, the Cards come out in the second half and, you know, punch again. And it's all of a sudden it's a 20-point lead with about 13 minutes left in the game. Cards could be cruising to a victory. And, you know, Kentucky showed a lot of fight. And all of a sudden they start making threes with Chandler and Aberdeen knocking them in from deep. And it's a 4-point game at the under 4 timeout. And, you know, the feelings in the Yum Center, it was tight. I mean, it was tight. People were anxious. It was like, is this going to happen again? And all of a sudden, the best player on the court that night, Mikel Brown Jr., has that and one, pushes that lead to 7. Conwell, another transfer, big bucket, and down low in the paint. And, you know, if they would have just made some free throws down the stretch, they might have won by double digits. They missed 7 straight free throws. But other than that, no, Cards, 96 points. Offense looked fantastic. Kudos to Kentucky as well, 88 points. They look good. Some struggles on defense both ways, but all around good, really good basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, my initial thoughts is, dude, this was a great game. Yeah. And great for the rivalry. I mean, I was lucky enough to sit courtside with working the scores table, and had a great seat for it. But the atmosphere was great. The game was just back and forth the whole time, and just a great game for television. I mean, I'm sure people all across the country were watching it, and as Louisville fans,
unless you have YouTube TV, you were not watching.
Still locked down from the ESPN, yeah. But people that did have ESPN were all watching it across the country, and I mean, this is what the rivalry is supposed to be, right? 2 top 10 teams basically going at it, and the game lived up to the hype. We both talked about how, you know, we kind of hated it, the fact that it's November the 11th and so early in the year, and I still think that's true. But the game being as early as it was, both teams played really well. You talked about Louisville getting out that got up to 18, just under 5 to go in the first half. Kentucky rallied back, and then Louisville pushed the lead again to 20. Was up 78-58 with 12:30 to go. And at that point, you're thinking maybe Louisville's going to score 110 points the way their offense was going. But after that point, Kentucky outscored Louisville 26-10 over the next 8 minutes. And then you talked about it. Mikel Brown went left, got that and one, and he was great all night, was the best player all night. But I felt like that play really kind of stamped the fact that, you know, he's not just one of the best freshmen in the country. He's one of the best players in the country. Yes. He made the free throw, got the and one, and, you know, kind of got back up by 7. And yeah, you talked about it. They missed 7 straight free throws there at the end. And, you know, it never got to where like it was so scary where you thought the Cards were going to lose, but You're like, also like, let's just make these and put the game away.
Final nail in the coffin. And yeah, like luckily Kentucky didn't capitalize on those missed free throws. Louisville defense held up and got the stops when they needed them.
Yeah, and another thing that stood out to me is Conwell's play. He was amazing, and it wasn't just Brown and Conwell scoring. Combined, they had 1 turnover. Brown had 1 turnover. Conwell had 0. Louisville as a team had 6,
Yep.
and for game 3 to only have 6 turnovers, that's about as impressive as a stat as you'll see.
Yeah, no, and like you look at the box score and like the scoring was close and like the 3-point shooting, like Louisville had 13 made threes, Kentucky had 12. There was 31 made field goals for Louisville, 32 for Kentucky. So everything was pretty close. Even in rebounds, it was 42-40 Kentucky. But the one stat that stands out is 20 assists and only 6 turnovers for Louisville, and Kentucky had 14 assists and 14 turnovers. So, that assist to turnover ratio big time in Louisville's favor, and that's kind of the story of how they kind of won that game.
But I mean, for a freshman to do
Yeah.
what he's doing and to have 1 turnover while finishing with 29 points and 5 assists, I mean, is just really, really remarkable. And uh, on Kentucky side, I thought Aberdeen did a great job of keeping them in the game throughout. And then you're right, Chandler got hot and started making some really tough, some really deep threes in the second half. And I mean, we know this Kentucky team's not going to have any trouble scoring the basketball.
No,
That's not gonna be their issue, and
no.
it's gonna be the same thing it was last year. Can they get enough stops to win? And, you know, I heard v several times yesterday, Mark Pope or on Tuesday, Mark Pope yelling, "Make a stop, get 1 stop, get 1 stop," and they had a hard time getting that 1 stop, and you just wonder if that's gonna be their issue again this year is on the
I mean,
defensive end.
it maybe. I mean, I wouldn't read too much into it yet. Like you said, it's game 3, but the style of play that Louisville, I mean, they're just up and down, and getting as many shots as they can. So, I mean, Louisville is going to be a high scoring team, like just based on the style of play that they have. So, you know, giving up 96 to Louisville isn't necessarily an indicative of your defense of being the rest of the year. Like it's the style of play. It's game 3. Kentucky will get better, but it's just a tough matchup.
Yeah, I think one thing that really surprised me is I thought Louisville's bigs really outplayed Kentucky's bigs.
No, I
Uh,
mean 100%. Like one of the questions coming into the season was Louisville's, their front court and in those bigs with Case and Pryor coming off the injury. I think he played 2 minutes the other night. Didn't even see the floor in the second half. So he's still coming back from that torn ACL. But I thought Sananda Frew had a fantastic game, 10 points and 7 rebounds. He got a couple clutch offensive rebounds in the second half. And then you got, a guy like Ali Khalifa who had put up 4 points. I'm sorry, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 points, and no turnovers. So, when your bigs, Frew only had 1 turnover and Khalifa, no turnovers and 4 assists. I mean, let's get it done.
they love running that hollow with Khalifa up top, and he didn't have any turnovers, but he put the ball in danger a couple times, and then they took him out of the game. But I mean that he can really pass the ball
He
from up
can.
top. It is impressive, and I was really impressed with Frew. I mean, coming in, you don't know what to expect from this big from Germany, and when he got that ball on the right block and spun, or
Yes.
like opposite his defender, like
Yeah.
it's like there's nothing flashy about that, but it's just such a good basketball play, and you
Great
don't
job.
see enough bigs doing that anymore.
No, you don't. I mean, fundamentally was a great play, and Frew, like it's going to take some adjusting, coming over from Germany, but from where he started in that exhibition game against Kansas to what he showed on Tuesday night, you can already see the improvement. He's getting more comfortable. He's scoring a little bit more now. He's getting those big time boards. Like he's looking a lot better just in the span of 2 to 3 weeks.
No, he is, and I mean, we keep rehashing this. We're game 3. Like it's game 3. So
Crazy.
neither one of these teams are a finished product, but they both showed what they can be at times. And I think these are both teams that can compete to get to the Final Four and potentially even win a national title. I think both of these teams are that talented.
Yeah.
And like they're both going to continue to get better. I don't think either team played their best game. It wasn't one of these games where PKs after the game, like, man, we played our best game and that's why they won. There's still plenty of things that they can improve on. They didn't shoot it well from 3, shot 13 of 40 from beyond the arc, which I think if you look throughout the rest of the season, probably going to be one of their worst shooting games from deep. So that's something they can improve on, and both teams are going to improve defensively. I don't know how good ranking nationally either team's going to be defensively, but they're both going to get better on that end. So it's going to be fun to watch these teams throughout the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
But and also just like I know not every Louisville fan feels this way and every Kentucky fan feels this way, but to me it's just good when both teams in this rivalry are
Yeah,
good, and that's what makes this rivalry what it is. Like you
no, I
don't want to
agree.
see either team struggling, and then the games just aren't as fun.
No, I agree with you.
So after the game, well, I guess the Cards now have won 2 of 5. Everybody acts like they haven't won in forever. They've won 2 out of the last 5. That's almost 50%. I
Improvement.
looked at the I looked at the breakdown, and like since 2010, Kentucky won 4 in a row, Louisville won 1. Kentucky won 4 in a row, Louisville won 1. Kentucky won 3 in a row, Louisville won 1. Kentucky won 3 in a row, Louisville won on Tuesday. So let's just hope that pattern doesn't continue where now it's like Kentucky wins 2, Louisville wins 1, Kentucky lives 2, Louisville wins 1, and then it gets to finally where they're alternating because that's the way the pattern goes.
I mean,
Do you follow
we we have the
that?
bragging rights for the next 365 days. So, Louisville
Yes.
will be going to go look back to back state champs next year. So, can't wait. But for at least this Thanksgiving, Card fan Aunt Jean, she can go talk her smack to cousin Eddie around the pumpkin pie when it's being passed around. So,
I mean,
Cards
throw some
fans
pumpkin
talk
pie in the
talk
face of all the Cats fans.
Cards fans talk your smack coming up here in a couple weeks at that Thanksgiving table.
What are you reading into these Mark Pope comments about saying there was something with the pregame experience at Louisville that kind of got the Kentucky out of character, kind of disrupted them? Like, what could that possibly be?
I
And why
honestly,
isn't he talking about what it is?
I don't know. I saw it today. I was at a press conference today, maybe or something. So
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a specific something that happened. I'm unaware of it. I haven't heard anything, in the media or anything that's come out besides that. So I don't know if it's. I mean, I know our students section was in there early. They got there as soon as doors open, and the student section filled up. And during warmups, they were giving Kentucky a hard time, as most student sections would do. It's what you expect
I
a
mean,
student section to do. I
that's
mean, so
when
I don't know if
the
some of the
doors
stuff.
didn't open any earlier than they normally do, did they?
Right. No, I know. So I don't know during warmups if the Kentucky got rattled by something being said. I have no idea. But yeah, very bizarre. He said he would talk about it when the time is right, kind of thing. And I,
I
to
just
me, I've did nothing out of the ordinary that I know of.
I'm just trying to like figure out what it could potentially be. It couldn't have been them getting to the arena because they were staying 3 blocks away,
Right.
so they couldn't have had any issue getting there.
No, and they had
Um,
their shoot around. They had their shoot around there earlier in the day. The Kentucky account posted pictures of them doing their walkthrough, so there wasn't an issue there. So maybe I don't know if they were staying at the Marriott. Maybe their grilled chicken was a little burnt. Maybe the steak was a little undercooked. Maybe the veggies were raw. I don't know. Maybe the pregame meal was off.
well, I don't think they were staying at the Marriott, but
I don't know, where were they at?
they're pretty sure they were at
Golf
the
house?
Omni. So
The Omni?
the
Okay.
Omni, yeah.
The Omni. Okay.
Saw the big blue buses on my way into the arena on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
So
I mean, literally, it's a 2 block. It's 2 blocks.
maybe
So
I don't know.
couldn't have had
Maybe
any
the
issue,
Omni.
and I'm sure they have plenty of police cars escorting them, so they're not gonna have any issues with getting into the arena. I just I see this news today, and I'm trying to go through my head, like, what could possibly have gone wrong? Like, did they not get their food, pregame meal? But that's all at the hotel. Like, I
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying. You
I
thinking
want to know what he's talking about, and I'm like, why won't he say it? And Eric Crawford's article on WDRB is kinda like the same thing. Like,
I
if
think
you're gonna mention it, just mention it.
yeah. I'm sure he'll be asked about it again, and maybe he'll get asked enough to where he will come out and say what he's meaning. I don't. Maybe it wasn't anything that happened. Maybe just the emotions of the game were, but the players were hyped up before the game, and it kind of just threw them out of rhythm. It could just be something internally that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if it's I don't know. If it's internal, I feel like you would have shared it. But I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a mystery, and
it's a mystery.
it's a mystery, and I mean, I don't think we'll ever find out at this point. It's not like they're gonna keep hashing on it, trying to, "Hey, what happened before the Cards game?" But I don't know. It's just weird to me that he mentioned it, but then wouldn't fully mention it. But
Yeah.
what about PK going in the crowd and dislocating his finger?
That's what PK does, man. That's the energy. Like PK, he's that fiery, energetic guy and emotional guy. And when there's a big win, he's going to celebrate the big wins and he's going to celebrate hard and maybe high fived a couple of those students a little too hard on Tuesday night. But yeah, I saw him had the finger splint going on in the presser. So good,
Yeah.
good for him. Maybe tone it down a little bit. I don't know. Feel bad for
Dude.
Officer Dale Thompson that's got to follow him around everywhere and see old Dale up in the crowd trying to make sure PK's okay. But
He's like,
it's
God,
a rough
again,
job.
we're doing this. We're doing this, I guess. But dude, do not change who you are. Like
No,
it
no.
is so authentic,
Yes.
and that's what just makes him so appealing. And obviously, he's a great basketball coach, and what he's done in the first 2 years or year and 3 games has been remarkable. And last year they came on the scene, and this year, I mean, they're one of the best teams in the country. And what an unbelievable job he's done. And
Yes.
it kind of brings me to another point where I keep seeing people reference, the years before he came here, and they keep doing it, and they're doing it on TV with like, can we stop? Like that was last year. We don't have to keep referencing
Right.
those seasons.
No.
Like we're on to a new era. Like
Yes.
let's quit looking in the past.
Yes, no, I agree. That era of Louisville basketball is over. We're on to brighter days, and we got the right man leading this program. So, yeah, leave it alone. Let the what is it? Let the sleeping dog lie, or there's some cliche in there. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, you're not smart enough to know what the
No,
right
I don't know.
cliche
Let the
is.
sleeping dog lie, or I don't know, something like that.
But big win for the Cards. It's going to be a fun season, both for the Cats and the Cards, and look forward to watching them all year. And the game's over, and it's November what? It's November the 14th tomorrow. So it's just still kind of crazy to me.
Don't worry, we got football in 2 weeks.
We do,
We still have the football
do.
game to play.
Which is wild. The basketball game's over before the football game. But speaking of football, I think we need to get in some NFL news. And we didn't talk much Bengals last week because they were on the bye. But we got some unexpected Bengals news on Monday as Joe Burrow rehab going way better than I think anybody anticipated.
Yeah.
He spoke to the media on Monday, and I think there's a chance that he might be ready to go on Thanksgiving night against Baltimore.
That's the goal. That's what I've heard. So happy to hear that the rehab's going well and Joe is progressing. I would love to get him back. But I don't know if it's going to matter. I don't know if it's going to matter at all because that Joe can't play safety. Joe can't play linebacker. He can't get out there and tackle somebody because Lord knows the 11 guys on defense can't do it. So Joe can come in and put up 42 points, but if the defense is going to give up 45, we're going to be right in the same boat we're in now.
Which, I mean, honestly, like if you can just let's go back 3 weeks and you don't blow that 14-point lead against the Jets, you finish that game.
Yeah.
You figure out a miraculous way to beat the Bears, which they almost did, but their defense can't stop anybody.
Be in first place.
You flip those 2 games. Can you imagine how excited Bengals fans are with the fact that you're 5-4?
You're in first place at this point.
You're at least tied for first place.
You have the tiebreaker over the team.
Yeah, and you have the tiebreaker. You're 5-4. You're tied for first place, and you got Joe Burrow coming back in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
like
that was what we all had hoped was going to happen. When Joe got hurt, and we thought, all right, maybe mid-December if we can just keep this thing together. And Al Golden just decided to just run the train.
Al Golden didn't pick his players.
I don't care.
But
anyways, let's get back to Joe Burrow.
Yeah. But let's say, I mean, obviously he wants to play. If they go and lose these next 2 games, and now it's 3-8, and then you're playing Baltimore on Thursday night, are you bringing him back on that Thursday?
I think yes, absolutely. I mean, Joe Burrow's a competitor. He's shown that. He wants to play football. Like that's who he is. He doesn't. If he's healthy, if he can get out there and he can play, he's going to play. Even if we're 2-14, Joe Burrow's going to want to play football. And if as a franchise you want to protect, your franchise quarterback, and coming off an injury, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? But If Joe Burrow is healthy and he wants to play football, go let the man play football. You're paying him to play, not to sit.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. And like all these people are, oh, he's just gonna get hurt again, and you can't like, dude.
Stop being scared. Got to
He
stop being
didn't work
scared.
his he didn't work his ass off to sit
Correct.
to get ready from this injury. Like
Correct.
he worked his ass off so he can play.
Yes.
And they asked him about the defense in the press conference, and I mean, he's not going to go in and blast them because if he does, I mean, they've already we've seen that,
I wish he
offense versus
would.
defense a little bit, but
Yeah.
he cannot do that
I know he
as a
can.
quarterback. And he talked about how, at the beginning of the season, the defense was kind of carrying us a little bit and
Yeah.
the offense wasn't great. And he's right.
That Browns game
But
especially. Yeah.
but it didn't surprise me that he kind of towed the line there. I didn't even mean to do that. Um, as Joe comes off a toe injury.
You're a
But
loser.
I didn't mean to do it. I said I didn't mean to do it, but then I caught myself and I did actually amplify it a little bit. But I mean, I just keep looking back at the fact that you just don't lose those 2 games. You're on a 3-game winning streak. You're 5-4, and that press conference would have had a whole different feel than it did on Monday when you're 3-6.
Yeah. No, 100%.
But you got to win on Sunday against the Steelers. You already beat them once. Aaron Rodgers didn't look great last week, but I know the medicine for a quarterback that's not looking real good, and it's face this Bengals defense.
Yep. I fully expect Aaron Rodgers to throw for 450 yards and 5 touchdowns.
And they're gonna be not very happy that they lost the game a month ago.
Yep.
So, it's gonna be a tough one to go into Pittsburgh and get a win, but, I mean,
Yeah.
you lose this one, I would say the season's pretty much over, and then you're just I mean, you can't come back from 3-7 and
No.
losing the tiebreaker against the Steelers.
Nope.
But good news that Joe's coming back. It's just another one of the dude is just a monster. And
Yeah.
like I didn't want to get like we talked about this. I was like, he ain't coming back this year. Like I'm not even putting into my thought process because I didn't want to get overexcited about the fact that he might potentially come back. But I mean, dude, nobody expected him to come back in November.
No.
Do you want to jump into some NFL rankings? We did a show on Sunday, so we actually already
Yeah.
went through the game by game breakdown.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have some shakeups.
Dude, it's a shakeup every week.
It is a shakeup every week. It is a shakeup every week. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Bills, who we had toward the top, they lost. The Packers are struggling. 7 points on Monday night. Ugh. We haven't even talked about that game. That game was just awful.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as a
I mean,
Bengals fan, I'd love to be able to win a game 10-7.
yeah. No, we can start. Let's see. Is it your draft? You start? Is it?
I think it's yours.
Is it mine?
Yep.
Oh boy. All right. Let's get into it here. With the first pick on November 13th NFL Power Rankings, I am going to select the Seattle Seahawks. I'll keep them at number 1 as I had them last week. Or as my top choice that I had them last week.
I'm actually gonna write these down so we don't forget where we're going. Dude, I've been high on the Rams all year, but I haven't had them this high. Matt Stafford's playing as good as anybody. I'm going them at 2.
Okay. All right. I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, them and the Seahawks are just putting
So,
up points.
same division.
Points and points.
Same division.
I mean, both of them sitting there at 7-2. I mean, they're playing great football. Oof. My third choice, the New England Patriots at 8-2, the NFL's best record. I mean, you can say they haven't played anybody. I mean, they did beat Buffalo. But I mean, they went to Tampa. They went to Tampa, and I had Tampa in the top 10. And they went
Just
to Tampa.
really surprised you have the Pats over the Colts.
Colts maybe a little bit of a knock, only winning in over. I know they played in Berlin, but an overtime victory over the Falcons. Maybe slight knock on them, but I mean, when you're going to Tampa Bay and you're beating Baker Mayfield on his home field, and you're sitting there with the league's best record of 8-2, you got to go with the Patriots at number 3.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give you a chance to pick the Colts at 5 because I'm going to Eagles at 4. I know there's been some issues with their offense, but still the defending Super Bowl champions. And yep, I'm going to Eagles at 4.
As much as I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it because I think that they are probably a top 5 football team right now. The Baltimore Ravens are playing top 5 football. Now
Wow.
that they're healthy, now that the Ravens are healthy, they're
Wow.
going to win the AFC North. They're going to probably win their next. They might win out, to be honest with you. I mean, their schedule is Cleveland, the Jets, the Bengals, the Steelers, the Bengals. I mean, what is that? The next 5 games are all winnable. They're playing great football. They're probably going to go to the playoffs and win the Super Bowl.
T-
They're
Yeah.
they're playing.
No, I mean, I don't think they're 5 right now. I think they could be 5 in a couple of weeks. I think you're jumping the gun a little bit. I mean, you just put them above the 8-2 Colts, which now I get to pick the 8-2
Yeah,
Colts
but
at
you look at
6.
what, when you look
But
at
do you
behind
realize
the
what that's
Ravens
gonna
record,
like? If we did a graphic and we had the Colts below the Ravens, are people going to listen to our podcast? Like, think that we know what we're
you
talking
got to
about?
think of, like, we're ranking who's the best team right now. Currently, right now, I think the Baltimore Ravens would beat the Indianapolis Colts in Indy or in Baltimore, or in Berlin. They go play in Berlin too. And I think that the Ravens are probably better than the Colts. Yes, they're 4-5, but the reason they're 4-5 is because half their defense missed 3-4 games, and Lamar Jackson missed 3 to 4 games. Now that all of those guys are back, they're playing the football that everybody expected them to play when this season started. They're playing Baltimore Raven football. They're about to go on a huge winning streak. They're going to win the division, and they would beat the Colts right now in anywhere they played. So, I mean, the record's
Well, yeah,
not great, but they're playing top 5 football.
I don't disagree with anything you just said. At this point in time, I just don't know how you put the Ravens above the Colts. I agree with you. If they played right now, I would predict that the Ravens would win.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
they're
just
4-5. The Colts are 8-2,
I
and
see. I
that
know.
has to have some weight.
I know what you're saying, but
All right, who you got 7?
no, it's you, right? Oh wait, you picked.
No,
Who'd you
I went the
pick?
Colts. I mean, you
You
made
go
it easy for me. I'm winning this draft, by the way, if it was a draft.
because I picked the team with the losing record. You know, I'm not putting in there is the Denver Broncos. They are playing really bad football right now, and I know they're 8-2, but my goodness, that's the worst 8-2 team I think I've ever seen. I'm gonna go with Detroit Lions. Is my next team. They had a nice win. On was it Sunday night? I believe is when they played.
Yep.
But they, I will go with the Detroit Lions as my next pick.
All right, and then I'll go Chiefs here at 8. Coming off the bye, nobody's really talking about them, but I mean, they're still the Chiefs and look like they were really kind of getting back into their flow before their loss to the Bills. And no, I mean, I could put the Bills ahead of them because they beat them, but I'm not doing that after they just lost to the Dolphins.
No, I hear you. I think I'm gonna go next. With my next pick's gonna be the LA Chargers. Nice 25-10 victory over Pittsburgh on Sunday. They've won 3 in a row. They're sitting there with only 3 losses on the year. Probably going to be a playoff team. So I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
I'll close with the Bucks. They've been up to the top for the majority of the year. They're still 6-3, coming off a loss to the Patriots, and I mean, it was between the Bills and the Bucks, and I don't think the Bills deserve it after doing what they did to the Dolphins last week.
Oh, you're gonna cuss me out for putting a team with a 4-5 record in my top 5, and you don't have the Denver Broncos, who are tied for the league's best record at 8-2 in the top 10. You just used your own argument, like you're going against your own logic.
Do you think the Colts and the Broncos are the same?
No, but they're 8-2. And the Broncos, let's be fair. And let's be fair, the Broncos should be 9-1 if they don't throw that penalty
They
on
should. But they also could lost games other ways too. Like that balances out.
But you're saying that I can't have a 4-5 team ahead of a team that's 8-2, but you don't even put an 8-2 team in your top 10.
Well, if the Broncos and the Colts played right now, I would say the Colts are going to win
Well,
because I
exactly.
do not believe in the Broncos.
I don't either. I
Look,
don't think they're a top 10 team.
7
You
of
just
their
said
8
that.
wins are against opponent record combined of 17 and 46. They beat the 1-8 Titans
Yeah.
20-12.
Oof.
They beat the 3-6 Bengals. They crushed us because that was just an awful game.
Yeah.
They beat the 2-7 Jets 13-11. They beat the 2-8 Giants 33-32. I mean, they beat the Raiders 10-7. Like, like you want me to put them in the top 10? I get it. They're 8-2, but like,
No, I would not want you to
and
put
I
them.
don't trust Bo Nix at
They're
all.
not- I was on you a little bit early in the season for being too harsh on Bo Nix, but man, that guy, his performance on last Thursday night was brutal.
He's gone
They're not a
backwards.
top 10. They're rightfully not in the top 10. But I'm just
So
saying.
you're just fake cussing me out.
No, I'm just cussing you out for cussing me out for having a 4-5 team in my top 5. Because as we said, right now, the Baltimore Ravens are playing top 5 football and would beat every other team that we didn't mention in the top 3.
I mean, yeah, it's a balance of all these things, but I don't know how you can put them above the Colts. And especially it's you. Like you're the Colt guy. You picked the Colts at the beginning of the year.
Colts are running away with that division. It's fine. I said they'd win the division, and they will. That was my prediction. But the Ravens are better.
So Seahawks, Rams, Pats, Eagles, Ravens, Colts, Lions, Chiefs, Chargers, Bucks.
It's a pretty good top 10.
Who'd we leave out that probably should have been in there? The Broncos.
Yeah.
The Bills.
Packers-ish.
I mean, I ain't putting the Packers in after
No,
they
I'm
just
not
have
either.
not looked good the last couple of weeks.
No.
The Bears keep winning. When are they gonna get some love?
No. Not buying anything not buying anything that the Bears are selling. I mean, we left off the 49ers. They're sitting there at 6-4. And they're just playing. That NFC West is a hard division, man. That's a hard division out there.
Oh, I mean, we picked 1 and 2 from the NFC West.
Yeah.
Looking at the schedule this week, obviously we've talked about the Bengals and the Steelers. Some other games that stick out. You got the Bucks at the Bills.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, Seahawks
and Rams.
and the Rams.
Battle of the top
4:00.
2. The battle of the top 2 in our power rankings going on there. Chiefs.
That's your game. That's your game of the week.
I think Chiefs at Broncos is another
Chiefs
one
at
to look at.
Broncos, Lions at Eagles. So 3 really good games this week.
Yeah.
And then on the college football side, because we haven't really talked much college football.
There's some good games this weekend in college football.
Yeah, so I guess Ohio State's off.
Yes.
And then Indiana hosts Wisconsin. A&M hosts South Carolina.
Yes.
So both of those should remain unbeaten. Notre Dame goes to Pitt. And Pitt putting together a sneaky good season that not too many people are talking about.
They got college game day up there in Pitt this weekend. The atmosphere up there should be great. I think Pitt, ever since they made that quarterback switch to the freshman, they've been lights out on offense. So I actually think that'll be a pretty good game. It would not be surprised if Pitt were to pull out a victory.
Yeah, and then the game of the week is going to be, I mean, surprise, surprise, in the SEC is Oklahoma goes to Tuscaloosa.
No, that's not the game of the week.
What you got, Texas at Georgia?
It's at Georgia, 2 top 10 teams, my guy.
Well, I mean, God, the other one's 4-11. Like,
they're both in the college football playoffs. 10 versus, they're both in the playoff right now. They're both college football playoff qualified teams. So, I mean, I know you put Texas in the playoff a week early, but now they are officially in the playoff. So, yes, I think that Texas at Georgia game is probably the game of the week.
ABC doubleheader too. You get Texas, or you get Oklahoma and Alabama at 3:30, and then followed by Texas at Georgia at 7:30. This is what ESPN was hoping for when they got this deal.
Yep, I can't watch it. I have YouTube TV.
When is that going to come to an end?
It's getting ridiculous.
Like, are you about to cancel?
No, because I have your DirecTV login, so thank you.
But like, I guess like people have to be about to cancel.
I mean, I think there are people that have canceled, are canceling. YouTube TV is offering a $20 credit on your next bill, which which if you were to just go buy an ESPN package, I think you can get a base one for $20.
That's
So it kind
nothing.
of,
Like
I mean, it'll cover the cost of you going and buying ESPN on your own.
the only purpose for live TV. That's the only reason to have live TV
Yeah.
is sports.
Yep.
And now you're paying for YouTube TV like $100 a month, whatever it is, and you're not even getting sports.
No, I still get
Like,
Wheel
what?
of Fortune. I still get to watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy though. It's on CBS.
Well, I'm not gonna. I think that streams on Paramount Plus like 30 minutes later. I'm not 100% sure on that, but but like that's not what you're getting live TV for.
I know. And it really sucks because Louisville plays tomorrow night. So I've got all day Saturday to watch some of these good college football games, and guess I'll have to venture up to the Beer Nose 502 or something.
What is? They're not going to expect you there. Like, who is this guy?
Well, first time in a long time.
Gonna be a good crowd tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the atmosphere. Always the night games at L&N are fun, and
Yes.
got to get off that snide and take care of business against a Clemson team that I think you should beat.
Yeah, no, I mean, Cards are favored. It will be a great atmosphere. It's a blackout, so anybody going to the game, make sure you wear your black. You know, Clemson has struggled, but at the same time, you got to think they were preseason top 5 for a reason. They have talent. They have talent. It's not like you're playing some team that doesn't know how to play football. Like they've got NFL draft picks on both sides of the ball on that team. So it's a game that Louisville, I think, should win, should win, but they're going to be in a fight. It's going to be a fight tomorrow night.
So we didn't. The crowd on Tuesday night or Wednesday night when we were at the Yum Center, I didn't notice them ever getting 67 points in either game.
Did not pay any
Neither one of the crowds. If it happened, neither one of the crowds really did anything.
No.
But these continue to happen.
Did you imagine in the Louisville, Kentucky game on Tuesday night if everybody just joined together in harmony and did a 6-7 because Mikel Brown made a free throw or something? The Cats and Cards fans together, 67 and like, get out of here.
But you mentioned how it had happened in the Auburn women's game.
Yes.
How they hit 67 on a free throw, so they had plenty of
time. It looked like Education Day because there was a lot of kids in same colored T-shirts in different sections. So on Education Day, yeah, they pulled off the 6-7.
But to take it another step further, Oklahoma State women's basketball head coach J.C. Hoyt, they're playing Prairie View, and they're up by like
a million.
40.
Yep.
They get to 67 with I think it's in the end of the third quarter.
Yep.
She calls timeout. To let the kids in the crowd just relish in the moment of scoring 67 points.
She was doing it. She called timeout, and then she started celebrating it. And then you sent me the tweet, and some guy named Scott was like,
"Well, you got to say JC's Coach Hoyt's tweet first." She said, "I'm not sure I've ever felt more pressure to call a timeout."
Yeah, she did.
And your boy Scott wasn't very he responds to the tweet, not loving it.
I'm on Scott's side here. Said, what did he say? As a fellow person involved in the education of our youth, which I'm not, please don't encourage them. LOL. Great game or great start to the season. Go Pokes. So Scott, a big Oklahoma State fan, says, Coach, we got to put a stop to that. We can't be doing that. And I'm on Scott's side here. Like, this madness has to end.
Well, guess what?
It's not.
I don't think it's going to. And now we got coaches in 40-point games calling timeouts just to let the fans in the crowd go nuts because they got 67 points.
But just what does it mean? What does it mean?
You're supposed to figure that out. You wore the costume for Halloween. It is your job to figure out what it means.
I wore the costume to annoy my children, and it worked. It worked to perfection.
Like, they hated it?
Yeah, of course they did. Like, they think it's cool, but when mom and dad start doing it, that ain't cool anymore.
Well, I think we're cooler than they are.
Oh, we were way cooler. Like when we were kids, we were way cooler than today's youth.
Like, some of the things that we were doing, way cooler than this 6'7" skibbity,
Yeah.
like playing pencil break on the bus.
It's
Dude, I played pencil break every day on the bus. I had
I'll
my
bet you
good
did.
pencils,
I'll bet you did.
but like doing the little fortune teller things where you're moving it back and forth.
Yep, I remember those. Those were
I
cool.
Yeah. I mean, this was what we did back in the
But
day that was cool.
I'll bet back in the day you thought Nick Evans was gonna grow up in a mansion with 5 kids and drive a Corvette or something like that.
I mean, he hoped. He hoped.
I mean, that's what your little gidget said, your little gizmo said you were gonna do.
No, but yeah, that's what Stacy told me was gonna happen.
How's that working
Stacy
out for you?
Stacy lied. Stacy lied.
Man, how's that working out for you?
It's not good. But you know one thing, at least I'm not standing in line fighting people
Oh,
for a
God.
Starbucks Bear Barista Cup.
Yeah, as much as we cuss out kids and how stupid they're being over this 6'7", like, we as adults, what are we doing? Not me and you, but, like, what is this is just stupid.
Why are we fighting people over a bear?
A bear. A glass bear cup
It's a glass bear cup.
that costs $20.
And people all over the country are just throwing haymakers because Lucy got one and I didn't.
What do you do with it besides drink out of it? What are you gonna sit it on your shelf? You gonna like display
Well,
your Starbucks cup for when friends and family come over and be like, "Hey guys, look what I got! A Starbucks bear!" Like what?
and in 6 months, you're going to forget about it.
But we went through this same kind of
In 1 month.
No, then we went through this same thing when a new color of Stanley tumbler came out in Target. People were throwing haymakers over the red Stanley tumblers. Like this is ridiculous.
And we're a couple weeks away from Black Friday where people are going to be just punching each other so they can get a $100 42-inch TV. Like, but like these bear cups, like
now Black Friday brawls, like that's a tradition. Like you always have a good Black Friday brawl. That's what America is all
yeah,
about. Is just fighting each other over that $20 off a Garmin GPS system that you put in your car. I think you said $100 42-inch TV that's probably going to break in about 6 months. So yeah, I mean that's holiday tradition is Black Friday fighting. But
y'all
bears,
can have that.
cups, and
Y'all can
bears.
have that. I ain't getting in. Like,
Well,
who
nobody actually,
who in their right mind gets out in that mess on Black Friday?
nobody that's actually
Y'all can have
smart.
it. Like, there's a time value of money. And I ain't get up at 4:30 to stand in line at Target to get a toaster
No,
for $2. Like,
I mean, no, nobody that's actually intelligent does this. But there are, I mean, but you always hear, like you see it on the news. It's good quality entertainment when you see a good Black Friday
I mean,
brawl. But
I
fighting
ain't
over a
rich.
Stanley or fighting over a Starbucks bear is just asinine.
So this thing they're saying it's retailed for as much as $500. So
There's no
before we get on the show, before we got on the show tonight, I've got one on eBay. And no, I'm not bidding. I'm just watching it,
You were
following.
bidding.
I'm
You
not,
were
I'm not
bidding. I
bidding.
know you were bidding.
I'm
I
not
knew
bidding.
it. I knew you were bidding.
So this thing, we're getting ready to go on there, and I was like, it's up to $230. How high do you think it'll get? And it got to $274. So I
What'd you
mean,
bid?
I know for
270?
a fact people are at least
Yep.
paying $274 for these things.
You went up to 270 and couldn't go anymore, huh?
Oh, that was my budget. That was my budget. I mean, it looks like a giant honey jar.
No, it absolutely is. Like, you can go to the
Like,
grocery and get that, like you like little bear, the honey bear thing. Just go get one of those and fill it up with water, and you have the same thing. You have the exact, put some coffee in it, whatever. One's glass and one's plastic, but they look the same.
I just,
We
I
need
mean,
to get
I
like
look.
we have like a Starbucks expert that we can get on the show. Any of our friends or
Well,
friends' wives
I
that
mean,
want to talk about the allure of the Starbucks bear.
and look, I know, like, I have a hard enough time understanding what my own life is. Like, I don't understand my own life. Like, I ain't gonna go to try to understand somebody's life at Starbucks that's conking somebody over the head for a bear cup. But it's just so hard not to like just try to understand what is going on in your head.
I think that they're not fully. Yep, they've got a few brain cells loose.
Do you think so though? Like, there's that many people in this country that have
Yeah,
lost brain cells.
yeah, yeah. Yep.
for a bear cup. Like, what's worse, trying to fight somebody in line or paying $300 on eBay?
I mean, if I really, really, really wanted the Starbucks bear, I'm probably just gonna pay the $300 on eBay.
I was hoping you were gonna say the other thing.
No,
I'm gonna go fight somebody. I'm
no,
gonna get that thing.
definitely not worth fighting somebody over. Like, no. Like, if I really
But if
wanted
you really like, let's say your girl's like, "I gotta have it." Your wife, Erica's like, "I gotta have it, no matter what
I'll
it
send
takes." Are you paying three
I'll
hundred
send
dollars for that thing?
I'll send her into the fight and see if she comes out with one.
Go, you can take her. Go get it.
I'll drop her off. I'll drop her off at the Starbucks and see if she comes out with a couple black eyes and a glass bear.
Hey, you come out of the dirt like you're all bloodied up, but you hold that bear up.
It's like,
I
just
got
proud.
it, honey. I got it.
Same.
You better drink out of that damn thing every day until Christmas is over.
Is it even a holiday bear? Does it have
Yeah.
like a little Santa Claus hat on or something?
I don't think it's a holiday thing. I don't know if it has like a hat on it.
Hmm. What do they call it? A bearista.
That's a play. So I didn't notice the play on the word. I'm not that good at puns,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yep. I think it's called the
Yeah,
bearista.
yeah, barista.
Yeah.
But
No, not worth
oh,
it for me.
do you? I never thought we'd talk about a cup at Starbucks for 10 minutes on the height differential. I will say that.
No.
Do you see Miss Chili?
You showed me. Yeah.
It's
Is
pretty.
that
I mean,
Miss Universe or what pageant was this?
is Miss Chili like she was in the competition to become Miss Chili,
Oh, it was
and
for
she
Miss
won.
Chili. Oh,
It was
yeah.
for
Okay.
Miss Chili.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, we've all seen these beauty pageants, and normally when there's a talent portion, they're going up there and most part singing, right?
Yeah.
Some of them
Maybe
are
some
will do
piano
some
playing,
dances,
maybe playing a
play a
violin or
piano,
something. Yeah.
maybe do ventriloquist, maybe
Tell some stand-up
maybe
comedy, maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
stand-up comedy. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but this Miss Chili gets up there and she starts singing heavy metal, like the heaviest heavy metal, like just that you'll ever see.
Seems like
And
some karaoke to some
like she
Disturbed or some Corn, something like that. Like,
I don't know the song, dude. I don't know anything about heavy metal, but I
you
mean,
strike me
it's
as a
just,
method cat.
and she's just gorgeous too. And just gets up there, and it's just, like, it's just like, what is happening? And she ended up winning.
Well, I mean, she probably intimidated some people with that talent that they were probably like, if we don't pick her to win, she's probably got an aggressive side, obviously. She's probably gonna come kill
But
us.
yeah, Ignacia Fernandez,
Mhm.
and yeah, she won. Did she win because she sang death metal, or did she win because she's? I mean, I had to see the rest of the competition. I imagine they're all really pretty, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, it's I mean, I can't sing death metal. I don't know if my voice can do that. So props to her because I think that actually is a really impressive talent. So it's probably more impressive than just singing normal. Like if
well, I
it
mean, if I tried to do it for one verse, I would be done for a month. Like,
like
I don't know how they do it.
I think it's more talented for a beauty pageant contestant to have the voice to do heavy metal than if somebody was just up there singing Taylor Swift.
It's just so different. It stands out. Like, we wouldn't be talking about it if
Yeah,
you're singing
because
Tim McGraw.
correct. It's a talent. It's you got to be talented to do it, and she pulled it off. So
So,
I think that definitely helped her stand out amongst the others.
1000%. That's why we're talking about it. That's why she's been all over these news shows, and now she's Miss Chile. So I don't know if I know there's different competitions, right? There's Miss America and Miss USA. I don't know which one
Yeah.
she's going
Well, I'm
towards. One of
assuming
those
now
has talent and one of those don't. I don't know which one is which.
I'm assuming now she'll go on to compete on a world stage against other
Yeah.
countries, right?
Yeah.
So
And
we'll see her again.
people are gonna be paying attention.
We will see her again. I'll tune in.
But yeah, pretty cool. I mean, death metal never been my thing. I just don't understand at what point you would want to listen to that.
I
Like,
mean, There's people. I mean, to each their own. People like. I mean, that's not my thing either. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll stick to the country music and a little bit of hip hop and some classic rock or something. I don't know, but there's definitely a following for it. I mean,
Are you
you don't-
listening
you-
to it to get you pumped up, or is like,
I
are
mean,
you just driving to work listening to that?
I think people just listen to it to get out their aggressions. You've seen these mosh pits. I mean, how people don't just get killed in these things are insane. So I mean, I think people listen to it to get out some rage, get out some aggression, and maybe Miss Chili had some aggression. Just needed to get
Maybe
it
that's
out.
why I got all this aggression in me. I don't listen to heavy metal.
What do you listen to?
I listen to country and hip hop.
Because you
That's
don't
it.
have any aggression. We don't have aggression. You don't need aggression,
I think everybody has aggression, Neil.
but not to
Everybody.
the point to where I'm in a mosh pit.
Oh, dude, I ain't getting in no mosh pit. I
No.
ain't. That is not the same for me. I don't even
You
like.
would never, if you
I don't
got,
even like going to festivals where it's just a bunch of people.
bro, if you got in a mosh pit, you're not coming out of that mosh pit. I hate to tell you.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Sitting at the table on Tuesday, I'm like, dude, if they rush the court and start coming over top here,
We ain't rushing the court, my guy.
I was wondering for a second, but I was glad they didn't.
No, no, I don't even think it crossed anybody's mind.
And it made me very happy. But you just never know,
No.
especially with all the students there.
Yeah,
And I'll give the student section credit. They were great the whole game.
yeah.
But I guess to close, you said they're putting up Christmas decorations.
Yep,
You stated it's too early.
it is too early.
When is the proper time to
I've
put up
always
Christmas
been
decorations?
I've always been the Thanksgiving. That once Thanksgiving hits, that's when the Christmas decorations go up. Erica seems to disagree with that. The kids, I mean, if it was up to the kids, the Christmas decorations would be up all year. So yeah, you could tell them we're putting it up in July and they'd be pumped. But I don't know. I mean, I understand it because it's a lot of work to decorate for Christmas, and you probably want to maximize the time that the decorations are up. But it's just, to me, it's too early. It's just too early.
I agree, but I also understand it. I mean, it's getting earlier and earlier. As soon as Halloween's over, it's Christmas, and you're seeing commercials for Christmas on November the 1st. And I don't remember it being like that, but that's the way it is now. And
Yeah.
but you're right. I mean, if your kids love it, do it. Like it don't affect you. Like let them do it. And
And they're
when
nice to look at. They are nice to look at. I mean, I can understand
yeah,
interior decorations going up earlier than the exterior. Like, you're not putting Christmas lights on your house before Thanksgiving. If you got
well,
Christmas lights up right now, I'm going to judge you.
well, to the argue against that, like it's gonna be nice this weekend. You don't know how many more nice days you're gonna have.
That's a good
So
point. So all the
like I
Clark
almost
Griswold,
think
all the Clark Griswolds out
exterior
there.
above interior because of that.
So you think all the Clark Griswolds are going to come out of the woodwork this weekend and
Oh,
start stapling lights on the top of
one
their houses?
1000%.
This is the time.
Every house will be decorated next week
This is the time.
because it's gonna be beautiful all weekend. It's
Yeah.
gonna be the 60s all weekend here
Yeah.
in Louisville. And I mean, everybody's gonna be up on their roof, putting their reindeers and their Santa Clauses and their lights.
Some exterior illumination
When do you take everything down?
after New Year. You leave it up that extra week.
I think that's the right answer.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, the answer is Thanksgiving to New Year's.
Yeah. I mean,
That's when
that
Christmas
is the
decorations
holiday. I
are
mean,
up.
that's the holiday season. That is the holiday season.
Also, like, look, are we disrespecting Thanksgiving? We're just completely disregarding it?
I mean, when you start
And
putting Christmas decorations up before Thanksgiving, you are.
you're just disrespecting Thanksgiving by right now putting Christmas decorations up.
That's why I don't agree with it. I love Thanksgiving. Like, this is a whole nother topic. I'm throwing it out there. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. It's the greatest day in the history of days. You don't have to worry about buying gifts for anything. You don't have to decorate for it. You just eat a bunch of great food and watch football and take a nap.
It's a great day. It's a
It's
great day.
it's an
Um,
unbelievable holiday.
my Thanksgivings have been different over the last 10 years because I've worked for college basketball teams and now I'm traveling to work college
Oh yeah,
basketball tournaments.
you need to go to the beach.
Yes, I'm going to the Cayman Islands and
Loser.
working that basketball tournament. But I mean, for the 2 years that I worked for Moorhead, the 5 years working for Louisville, I was never home for Thanksgiving over that span. So I'm used to being on the road in Thanksgiving, and then I get out of athletics for years in a row I'm home for Thanksgiving, and now they're like, "Hey, do you want to come work this tournament in the Caymans?" And you don't say no to that.
Well, I hope you have
So
a nice little slice of pumpkin pie while with your toes in the sand.
we're doing Thanksgiving on Sunday. I know you love it when people do holidays when it ain't the actual holiday. But
So your family
we
is
as the
changing.
Evans family will be doing Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday.
So the Evans family just loves you so much that they changed their entire holiday just for you.
Well, it ain't just for me. My sister also is a nurse, and I don't know if you know this or not, but nurses sometimes have to work holidays. And so she will be working on Thanksgiving because she always works Thanksgiving and is off Christmas.
Yeah, but they could have done Thanksgiving the day before Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving,
Well,
something
I'm
that,
gone.
around actual Thanksgiving that's not. I mean, we're probably closer to Halloween right now than we are actual Thanksgiving. So you're basically
Oof.
having Thanksgiving on Halloween. It's very close.
I don't know the math on that, but
Wow, I think it's close
I don't even know when the actual Thanksgiving. We're 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving, right?
from today. Yeah. So, yeah, 14 days compared
It's
to six.
almost identical, but
Oh,
you're a
yeah.
little bit closer to
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
So, but we decided officially Thanksgiving to New Year's. I'll actually give you January 2nd
Yeah.
because you're not going to take it down on New Year's Day.
No, because you're hungover from
But
celebrating the
like
New Year.
January 2nd or 3rd, it's time to take it down.
Yep.
Are you going to listen to any Christmas music? And if so, when do you begin doing that?
It's already on. It's on the radio stations
No, but you're
already.
not listening to it.
No, Thanksgiving. That's when it starts. Everything starts the day after on or the day after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
ain't gonna
what
lie. Like
do you even
I've
listen to Christmas? I bet you're not even a Christmas music guy, are you?
like
Do you even like it?
the week of. I'll turn on Boys to Men's Christmas album
You got a
and
favorite
bump
Christmas?
that
You have. I mean, we can save this for another show, but you got a favorite Christmas carol
Christmas Carol.
or a favorite Christmas song?
I feel like we're jumping the gun on this a little bit,
I don't
but
know. We can
we're
save it.
like we're already talking about how we're disrespecting Thanksgiving,
You're right.
and now
We're
we're
not.
doing a
That's
Christmas
true.
song
We're not
review.
talking about it. Nope. We'll save that for after Thanksgiving.
And we also next Wednesday, we'll do your favorite food at Thanksgiving,
Yep.
and we'll rank that. But
It's like a
we're
five.
not even to that point yet.
Yep.
We're not even to that point yet.
Nope.
But
We're still trying to get through this Halloween candy that's sitting in the kitchen, trying to eat through all that.
send some my way, dude.
I got you.
Send some my way.
I got you.
So, Cards beat the Cats for the first time in 5 years since 2000.
Yep.
And I think the number one takeaway obviously is the Cards winning, but the Cats Cards rivalry is officially back on the national stage, and that's a really good thing. And hey, thank you to PK for
Yeah.
doing that
Yep. Yep.
because Tuesday night was fun,
It was.
and it was fun for Kentucky fans too. Until I know they lost, but being there, it was a great environment for everybody.
Yes.
So we'll be back on Sunday to break down all. We will be back, right? I don't see why we wouldn't.
The Bengals do play, but
Yeah,
not
but
on.
We're not going. We're not going to Pittsburgh.
Are we? Will we be at tailgaters?
Well, I've just told you I have Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh yeah, you did
So,
just. Oh my god. Well, I don't know.
but
I
the
mean,
good news,
are
the
you
good
going to
news.
be
All
able?
right.
I mean, are you going to be able to do a pod when you're stuffed full of
Oh
turkey
yeah.
stuffing
Oh yeah.
and pumpkin
Oh yeah.
pie and cranberry sauce and the
Oh yeah.
whole 9 yards? You gonna be all right?
It'll be. I'll be primed for a pod with all that food in my belly. The good news is originally it was going to be on Saturday, our Thanksgiving dinner, but it got moved to Sunday because of some basketball games from the nieces and nephews. Then I would have missed the day of debauchery with the gambling day
Yeah.
with Josh and the crew. So excited I can partake in that and then have Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday.
There you go.
I want to squeeze in some golf with it being so nice, but there's too much going on.
You played 27 holes last weekend, my guy. I think you're fine.
I'm playing pretty well right now. I want to keep playing.
About time.
Have you watched any of the Barstool internet thing?
No, but I saw Beef was playing. R.I.P. to Beef.
Dude, it's terrible.
I
But
know.
yeah, I watched a little bit of it today when I got home from work. Like they're all like 3 hours long. I don't know how you can just sit there and watch all of it. But it makes me be like, why didn't we have this many cameras when we had Rowdy Cup last week? Because that would have been awesome to watch.
We've just all been focused on Joe Ziegler.
Yes, yes. So, all right, I think that's enough.
Yeah.
We'll should be back on Sunday night with full bellies after I have my Thanksgiving dinner. And hopefully we're talking about the Bengals maybe being back in the AFC North division race, but with Joe Burrow on the horizon. But
I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one.
me neither. But for Neil, I'm Nick. You've been listening to Height Differential. Make sure you're following us on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon, however you're getting your podcast. Hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you on Sunday.
Give it to me.
You sipping on a little Sprite?
A little bubbly.
You're such a fucking idiot. Bubbly.
bubbly.
Bubbly. Bubbly.